Hello and welcome to Mr. Brandt's 5th grade everyday math review. Today we're going to be going over lesson 3.13, which is fraction of problems, and it's the first part of it. So when we're saying fraction of, one example could be 1/2 of a number or 1/3 of a number, and basically that just means one out of 2 equal parts for 1/2, or 1 out of 3 equal parts for 1/3. So let's start with an example here, and let's do 1/2 of 8. So for 1/2 of 8, it would be 1 out of 2 equal parts. So if we make 2 equal parts, 2 circles, and we separated the 8 into those, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we look at one part of that, if we look at this one part, there's 4 in that part. So 1/2 of 8 is the same as or is equal to 4. For another example, we could do 1/5 of 15. And again, that'd be one part of 5 equal parts, so we need 5 circles for this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can separate the 15 into those groups of 5, or divide 15 into the groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And if we look at one of those sections, one of the 5 equal parts is 3. So 1/5 of 15 is the same as or is equal to 3. Now, as I was doing those problems, you may have noticed that if you would take the whole number 8, and divide it by the denominator, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Or in this case, 15 divided by 5 is 3. Whenever you have a unit fraction, I'm going to write that down, unit fraction. And a unit fraction has 1 on top of any number. I'm going to put X to stand for any number. So again, a unit fraction is when you have the numerator of 1 over any denominator. Whenever you have a unit fraction, you can take that whole number and divide it by the denominator. So if we use a bigger number here, for example, let's do 1/6 of 30. Now I'm not going to draw the picture here, but since 1/6 is a unit fraction, 30 divided by 6 is 5. So is 5. 30 divided by 6 is 5. So 1/6 of 30 equals 5. So again, when you're finding fractions of a number, you can draw a picture, or if it's a unit fraction, like the examples we did today, you can take that whole number divided by the denominator, and that will tell you what the fraction of the number is. For the practice at the bottom, it is a division problem, and I'm going to start by finding an estimate of this. And to find our estimate, I'm going to round 58 to 60. And then I'm going to look at the 6 in the tens place. And I'm going to look for multiples of 6 that get me close to, in this case, 46. So the closest multiple I can get from 6 to 46 is 48. So I'm going to make this 4,800 divided by 60. And in class we talk about if we have numbers that both end with zeros, we can cancel those out, which is like dividing by 10. Then when I get to this point, 48 divided by 6 is 8. I'm running out of space here, so I'm going to write it over here. 48 divided by 6 is 8. I have this 0 left over. So my answer is my answer is going to be close to 80. So now let's go ahead and do the actual problem right here. First step is to divide. So if I have 4 apples, can I make a pile of 58? No. If I have 46, can I make a pile of 58? No, there are no 58s in 46. So I'm going to have to go all the way to 462. And 58 is close to 60. And I know that there are 7, well, let me write it up here. 58 is close to 60. And I know that 7 times 6 is 42, which is less than 46. So I'm going to try over here. I'm going to first try 58 times 7. See how close we get to 462. So 8 times 7 is 56. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 5 is 40. That's 406. Pretty sure we can add 58 to that. I'm just going to go try 58 times 8 now. So 8 times 8 is 64. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 6 is 46. Ooh, that will not work. So it is a 7. So I can't get any 58s from 4. I can't get any 58s from 46. But I can get 7 58s from 462. So that's my dividing process. Now I multiply. I take the number at the top times the divisor. 7 times 58 is 406. After that I subtract. From the top down, I can't do 2 subtract 6, so I borrow from this 6. 12 subtract 6 is 6. 5 subtract 0 is 5. 4 subtract 4 is 0. Next, I compare. This number, as big as it seems, is still smaller than this one, so I'm still correct. So now, I'm going to bring down the 9. I'm going to bring down the 9. And since I did bring down a number, now I have to repeat and go back up through the top. So I'm going to go back up to divide, and this time we're going to do 569 divided by 58. And again, I'm going to think about this as 60. So there's 9 times 6 is 54. So I'm going to try 58 times 9. 58 times 9. 8 times 9 is 72. 5 times 9 is 45, plus 7 is 52. So that's 522. So 569 divided by 58 is 9. Then I multiply. 9 times 58 is 522. After that I subtract. 9 subtract 2 is 7. 6 subtract 2 is 4. So after I subtract, I compare. 47 is less than, 47 is less than 58. There is nothing more to bring down, so my final step is to write this number as a remainder. So the correct answer is 79, remainder 47. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, make sure you let your teacher know, and we'll see you in the next video.